Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome to another commentary video. In today's commentary, I wanted to propose an idea to you guys, talking about an idea that I had for a alternative competitive game mode in Overwatch. Now, this doesn't have to be set in stone. This is just some ideas that I have for a alternative, kind of like an arcade, I guess you could say, competitive mode, kind of similar to Lucio Ball. So that way it wouldn't replace normal comp, it'd just be an alternate version that you guys could play if you want to. Because in Lucio Ball this year, they had a competitive version where you could actually earn SR, and this could be kind of like that, and you can earn SR this way. But the idea is for a ban and protect system for an Overwatch competitive mode. Now, this would only be for competitive just because I feel like it'd be more fitting. Obviously, we want people banning things in quick play. That would just be annoying. But for a serious note, competitive, a more serious game mode as a whole, a ban and protect system could be a fun feature in my opinion. Make the game more balanced, more different, and more enjoyable. A couple of games that have this system is Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, and League of Legends and stuff like that. And all their game modes that are similar to ranked player competitive have this system for the most part. You can ban a character, you can protect a character, you can ban an item, you can protect an item. Now in Overwatch's case, you would mostly be banning and protecting heroes. I was thinking that you could also maybe in the beginning like have a search preference almost, kind of like in Rainbow Six Siege, where you preferably want to search for payload maps, or primarily half and half maps, or objective only maps, or you can make it so that way you don't search for like Horizon Lunar Colony and you search for preferably like Numbani or like King's Row or something. And that way, when you look for a competitive game, you can play the game mode that you prefer, the map that you prefer, and play with heroes that you prefer facing and playing with, and that way the game is more fun and more enjoyable. Because let's say that you go into a normal competitive game, right? And you're normally expecting at least 2 DPS, 2 healer, 2 tank, or expecting like the main characters that are currently meta, and it's just kind of not fun after a while, and that's usually more infuriating when people will either like troll you or grief you or sweat or whatever. And I feel that if you had a competitive mode where you could restrict a hero or restrict a map or restrict a game mode, you can make it so that way you don't have this feeling of like redundantness. You don't feel like that you're facing against the same type of annoying players, the same play styles, the same bad maps. It just makes it so that way the game's more refreshing. And everybody's different. Everyone's going to have different preferences, so it will always be different. It's not going to be the exact same. Sure, people will still maybe try to go with the meta in this. Like, you can't stop preference, but you could at least try to stop, like, abuse. You could try to stop people from spamming one hero, spamming one game mode, one map, one play style. It makes it that way it's more laid back. Theoretically, you can make it so that way the game is actually more skillful, because then you can make it so that way if somebody's like a one-tricker or a main on certain characters, you can make it so that way you ban their character, and then when you end up facing against them, they have to use something out of their comfort zone, and then you might actually have a chance or prevent somebody from abusing something. So you could say when you want to search for something, you can make it so that way it's the same SR and same reward system and the same ranks, and you could say I want to look primarily for payload maps, and then therefore it will try to give you as many payload maps as possible. So like it will make, like, I'm not sure if they would have it so that way it's payload half and half and then capture, or if it would be payload would be mixtured with half and half. But either way, you get what I mean. So like primarily payload, right? So you could maybe say you would go for something like, I don't know, like Icon Wall, which is half and half, which technically is payload like you want, instead of like something pure that's not even got a payload at all. Like let's say like well, Sky Industries, where there is no payload at all, you know? And then you can make it so that way you don't want to search for Horizon Lunar Colony, and you primarily look for, like, let's say King's Row or Numbani or something like that, something more fun and enjoyable to play on, because, like, for example, no one likes Horizon Lunar Colony at all. And then you can make it so that way when you're in the lobby, and now this would have to be in the middle of the game. This could not be before the game, because otherwise people would leave if they got something banned. Now, you would load into the game, right, and it would show like who you're facing, normal SR, your ranks, and who your teammates are, who's partied up, all that good stuff. But then right after that, it would be a system where every single person in the lobby, teammates and enemies, will be selected at random, and then that will make so that way everybody will get a chance to ban and protect one item, which would mostly be a hero in this case, because you can't, I wouldn't want to restrict abilities on a hero, that'd be just stupid, but just as a hero in general. So you can make it so that way, you know, one person from your team can ban something, and then the other person on your team can protect something. Or you can do like one person from each different team will like swap. Like it'd be one person on your team, then another person on your team, then your person, etc. So that way it's just not your whole team picks everything first. I feel like that'd be a little bit too unfair. But you could have it so that way you want to, like, let's say ban Junkrat, or you could say you want to protect Soldier, and then once you make that decision, another person will go, and another person will go, and another person will go, and then after everyone's done deciding what they want to ban and protect, then the game will actually start. So that way when you load into a match, you don't have to worry about someone spamming their one trick hero, or banning one of your heroes or whatever, and then you worry about people backing out. Because if you would make it so that way people are in the middle of the game, then they would lose SR if they just got something banned. Because if this wasn't in the middle of the game, you could just easily back out, then there would be no SR ban or no worry for people griefing and leaving. So have the game start, so that way people end up getting something that they don't like, protected or banned, then they get punished if they leave, so that way they lose SR, and that way people won't like grief as much, hopefully. I feel like some people might, but they, it wouldn't be nearly as much. And then when you load into the actual game, you actually have like a kind of like a red X on them saying like you can't pick this character until like the match is over and stuff like that. It wouldn't be round based. I feel like that should be the whole game, because universally if someone bans something once or protects something once, they probably won't want to do it again. So this would be for duration of the whole game, not rounds. And I feel that if Overwatch implemented this, not even necessarily for a permanent solution, but just a more fun, laid-back, goofy version of comp. It wouldn't replace comp. It would just kind of be a alternate version. It could be taken more seriously / less seriously, I guess, depending on the way you look at this. But if you ended up playing a version of competitive where you could ban something or protect something, would you enjoy that more than the normal Overwatch competitive mode that we have currently, where you can just play as and do as, whatever you wish? I feel like that this would be more fun in my opinion. I wouldn't exactly want to replace comp with this in case that it doesn't work out, because obviously people could still not like the system. People might say, oh, well, people just keep banning, the actual main heroes that a lot of people pick all the time just to annoy you. Like, people could grief and ban a popular character, like ban Mercy or ban like Soldier, and that would piss people off. Or people could say, oh, well, this guy, since he ended up getting his character banned, he left even though he lost SR anyways, or he just sits in spawn, stuff like that. This could still not exactly be perfect, but it could be better. And if you guys have any ideas on how this system can improve, just feel free to let me know. I feel like it could be a fun idea. And it wouldn't necessarily replace comp like I'm saying. I'm just trying to stress that to you guys. I don't want to be annoying when I keep saying that, but I just don't want people to think that I'm being too over, like I don't want people to think I'm being too over exaggerating on this. But just an idea I had, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the idea as a whole from what I listed, and let me know if there's something that you would change, what would it be, so that way I can know, and that way we can propose this to everybody else saying like, hey, what do you think of this idea, and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, this is just a short proposal for an idea I had for an alternative game mode in Overwatch. I feel like it'd be more fun. I feel like you guys would find it more fun. I feel like that in general the Overwatch team might actually implement this soon as an idea, because comp is actually being changed recently next year, or like officially in a month from now, for the next season. They're actually going to make it so that way diamond players and higher, the wins that only matters. So that way people don't have to worry about like people griefing exactly, because unfortunately they're focusing on a lot of griefing and not like things for the game to make it more fun, which kind of sucks. But let me know. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my idea, please leave a thumbs up on the video, because that shows that you guys support the video, even if you guys don't necessarily support the idea. And if you guys also want to see more videos like this in the future, feel free to also subscribe to the channel, because that's really appreciated, and it will also let you guys know when I'm uploading another video. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.